roads aren't the same like they were when you were the one driving my car, and now I just count the waves of our yesterdays as I go on the 101 highway, and it's taking me back to the start. We lost everything. We lost everything, but you'll always stay close to my heart. We lost everything. We lost everything, but you'll always stay close to my heart. Spinning me around. When I pushed, you pulled me closer so I wouldn't fall down. And now I just count the waves of your warm embrace when you made it a little bit lighter when I was tumbling into the dark. But you'll always stay close to my heart. We lost everything, but you'll always stay close to my heart. Oh, you'll always stay close to my heart. Oh, you'll always stay close to my
Hello, welcome to an evening stream. Been a bit since I've done one of those. I missed last weekend, so figured I'd do a stream on a Wednesday night. We'll go for a couple hours. I got some plans to work on some stuff in the Nether, in my hardcore world, so that's the idea for tonight. As per usual, we got the day count up there as well, so. Let's get loaded in. Let's go. While I'm here, we're not gonna put on. Normally on Sundays, I put on shaders. I don't think we're gonna do that today. But we will head to the Nether. Actually, before I do that, can we put these anywhere? Then we can put these away. Do that. There we go. Keep those on me. We're gonna go put this in my storage system, which is up here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I've had a pretty good day overall, I would say. Excited to get playing into the world tonight. I've been pretty much working on the world every night, or most nights anyways. Which has been a nice change of pace from the past. The past I haven't worked as much in this world as I might like. So we might, there's an auto crafter design I made and kind of some of the design stuff I've been doing at night. So I might do that today. We'll see. Okay, if we head up here, I'll fall down into here. And we're gonna put our shulker boxes in there, which should be good enough. I'm gonna grab a couple from here that we'll use to fill up our inventory. I think that's good. We will head down here. Into the Nether we go. We'll be spending most of today over at the Nether Fortress dig out area. Oh, the cows. That was from last stream. But we'll be spending most of today over in the Nether. It's my plan. In past streams, we've done like a timer, which has been nice when we have other things going on, but I want to work on the Nether. That's going to be a subject for my next video, which is kind of why I'm saying that as well. Hard to see stuff with the fog now. Oh, is it over here? Yeah, here we go. It's an enderman that fell down in there. It's kind of hard to see where I'm going. The Nether Fortress is so far out that we're not going through the portal, though. I think one of the things I really do need in this world, though, is an actual proper Nether hub with tunnels and stuff. So I think that's something that I'm gonna... Oh, before we do that, though, let's get our fire res potions, or at least a fire res potion. I do think it's something that I need to work on as a Nether hub in this world. Let's do that actually. So we worked a little bit on this area last time. Hello, Blaze. So I think I want to focus on this area. We'll take care of this a little bit, and we can kind of leave this platform as is. I am wondering, well, we can probably take out, we can just leave the one layer here. That would work. It makes this super efficient here, and it does help that we have lava beneath us because it prevents a lot of like mobs and stuff from spawning. We do need to work on those areas. It does prevent a lot of mobs from spawning, thankfully. So let's start here. I did want to put flashback on. I'm thinking I'm going to use some of this footage for my next episode. This is going to be the start of the next episode, I think. Is some time lapses of the work we've been doing in the Nether here. We've been doing quite a bit here. It's, you know, a little bit here and there, but overall it's a lot of work. We'll go one down. I missed that block, but it's fine. We were mentioning it last stream, but I don't really need every single one of these nether brick blocks. I mean, nether brick's nice to have. I don't have anything in particular I'm using it for, that we could incorporate it into a build in this area. Probably not within the Nether Fortress section, but I do wonder if having nether brick as part of like a nether hub would be cool. I've normally done nether hubs with different colors and quartz and things like that, but I do wonder if it might make sense to put nether brick into a nether hub. I haven't designed a nether hub in a long time, so I think it's also where I'm kind of thinking for this world we might want a nether hub, just because I haven't designed one in a long time. Let's see, there should be a tube in the middle here somewhere. Let's do that, I think. Yeah, the tube's right there. So we'll do this. Goes there. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh. I think that's right. Hey, Breezy, how's it going? Yeah, because an iron golem is supposed to stand there. And then all the wither skeletons are supposed to rush into this tube right here. Hope you're doing well, Breezy. I think that's right. If I can get all this nether fortress clear today, that'd be great. I don't know if we can. But want a lot of these pillars gone if I can. Yeah, we'll see. We're good. We are good. We typically take Bailey for a little walk. Pretty much every day. Before the sun gets too low. Until it gets too dark. It's gonna get a little more difficult to do that, you know, in the winter time, but that's what we were doing before I started stream. I got home in time from work, enough time to eat something and take her for a walk before I started this, so we're doing good. Emma got a, I don't think I mentioned this anywhere. Emma got a job offer for a new job, so she's gonna be switching jobs again. Slightly better pay. It's about the same, though, to be honest. It's just a little bit more. And hopefully a lot less of a headache for her, closer to what she wants to do. So she's only been at the current role for like 6 months, 7 months. Surprised at how many, this is the second offer that she's gotten. I was surprised at how many companies, well, a little surprised at how many companies were interviewed her once or twice and then gave her an offer. It was only a couple, but she hasn't been searching for that long for a new job, so. Yeah, the master's degree helped. They did ask in her interview for the offer that she's accepted if she'd finished her master's yet or not. So I'm sure that helped. She has a master's. They were asking if how close she was to getting an MBA as well. Masters of Business Administration, I think is what MBA stands for. So. Hello. Why am I talking about you?
I said I heard you talking about
Oh, okay. I'll just say, am I not allowed to talk about you?
Nope.
That's kind of rude.
Hi, Breezy.
That's like super rude. It's like the rudest of them all. Catch them is my real test. To train them is my call.
I do feel like the bigger thing to note, though, is this is not the first offer I have received since applying to things.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. I think it's the second.
Yep.
So, I was mentioning I was a little surprised you got offers this quickly.
I am too.
That's what Breezy said, that the finishing school probably helped.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because both interviews they asked me
Oh, both did. Okay.
if I had finished. And that's not counting the really bad interview I had as well.
Oh yeah, she applied to like, you applied to like 12 positions and you got 3 or 4 calls back, right?
It was less than 20 at the very least.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly.
I thought you said 12.
As of what I could remember, but it's definitely under 20. Still, 3 or 4 back out of 20 even is still impressive.
Yeah, that was surprising because a lot of what you hear online about work is like, I applied to 500 positions and I got
1 interview.
Yeah.
And they ghosted me.
So that's what we were kind of expecting.
Yeah. I was expecting to put a lot out there and not hear back. Which is why I started looking as early as I did. Because I was like, it could take 6 months for me to find something. Within like a month. I have the offers.
Yeah, that was crazy. I just remembered, we haven't streamed Stardew Valley in a while.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How close is it for commute? 20 to 30 minutes?
To give you an idea, it's the same place I work.
Yeah.
Funny enough, she's technically gonna be my boss's boss.
Potentially.
Kind of. It doesn't really work like that, but on an org structure, she's gonna be at the top. And I'm not even on the org structure, so the org chart.
I'm org chart important.
Yeah. Well, I assume you're gonna be in the org chart.
I would assume so.
I don't see why they wouldn't. So funny enough, it's not only, so it's a 25. I mean, it's the same commute that I do when I go in. But it's not only the same company; it's literally on the same project, which is funny.
Yeah.
But
Well, we probably won't carpool for a couple reasons. One is keeping work and life a little more separate, which will be harder working at the same company. But then the other side of things is we'll be working very different schedules.
well, and occasionally we can.
Occasionally, we
Right.
can, but for the most part, we're likely going to be working different schedules.
Yeah.
Wade is much more remote, whereas what I'll be doing is more of like a true hybrid.
Yeah. I typically go in twice a week. I'll probably go down about half days twice a weekend, and she'll be more in probably 3 days a week, full days. So just different positions on the same project have different kind of requirements for what they need to do in order to do their job. So I build software, so it, I mean, apart from the occasional like in-person event, like I don't normally have to go in. So
I deal with people.
yeah. Software's a much easier thing to do remotely or like go in
Even
like
when
once
I
a
was
week.
Doing mechanical engineering, I was able to do most of that remote.
Yeah, I think our mechanical engineers go in more though. Though I don't know. A lot of them are. I mean, we do have remote mechanical engineers as well. We have a mixture of like remote employees, hybrid, and fully in person for everything that we do. It again kind of it depends upon like what kind of position you have, but it also depends upon what the project is willing to like put up with. Yeah, basically. We've taken people from other parts of the company who don't like live in this area as well, so they end up being remote. But we like their expertise. They have special experience in XYZ things, and so they're useful because of their experiences and what they specialize in. So they'll typically be a little more remote.
But the hybrid was important to me. The other offer I had was it was a better offer.
Better pay, better benefits, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Higher title.
Higher title, all of that. But it was 5 days a week on site.
Which isn't impossible, but it,
It's not what I was looking
yeah.
for.
That's how people used to do things back in the day.
Well, and they called flexibility being able to, like, work from home if you have a doctor's appointment. I consider flexibility to be I'm on site when I need to be on site, and I'm at home when I need to be at home and focused. And I'm an adult, and you let me choose my schedule a little bit. Are you excited for the new update? I saw something about an update. I don't feel like I've seen anything that's in it. So I need to do a little look in. But
Anybody here excited for Minecraft Live? Speaking of updates,
like it used to be better before they made it like a kids TV show. Effectively.
it's always been a kids' TV show.
Yeah, but it's like more so than it used to be.
When they had Minecons, it was probably a little better. I mean, there are like some viral moments that people probably remember from Minecons, like the dedicated Wham, a kid, which was a Minecon thing. Yeah, I feel like they've gotten better in more recent years, though. I don't feel like it's been as bad.
I feel like the last one I watched, I was like highly turned off by it because I was like, I feel like this is geared towards like 5 to 7 year olds.
Something Fwip said on, it might have been X, that I kind of resonate with right now is, it almost felt like he was saying that updates are coming out too frequently now. Because it's hard to like get excited about an update now and then play it when as soon as an update comes out, they immediately start releasing like the snapshots for the next update. So what's gonna happen probably at Minecraft Live is they're gonna, be releasing the new update probably the next few weeks. and then be announcing some of like the newer stuff that they're planning on doing in future updates at Minecraft Live, you know? So it's, yeah. That's the only disappointing thing I feel like with how they do updates now. Oh my gosh. No skulls. You know, I should. So one of the next things I'm doing in this world is I'm going to be fixing this. Thing. It's pretty bad. The skeleton farm's broken, so it's a bit frustrating, but.
Let me see. I looked up to see if there was any other information on the Stardew Valley update.
Mm-hmm.
And the phrasing of this is very much true for Stardew Valley, given that it's still very much like an indie game. But it's, hey, I'll take it. What are we getting? We don't know. When are we getting it? We don't know that either. We are getting something, though, and we appreciate his dedication.
That's where I kind of feel like I wished Minecraft, to some degree, was still an indie game.
I mean, I'm kind of impressed with what Concerned Ape has done with Stardew Valley, because it's not as big as Minecraft, right? But it's still... It's
a very big game.
It's a pretty big game.
I mean, nothing's as big as Minecraft, so it's hard to compare that.
It's still a pretty big game, but he has kept it to be a very, very small team. And kept it very indie when he could have done, you know, more of a Minecraft thing.
Yeah. Didn't sell out to Microsoft.
Yeah. So, that's a choice on his part. And then I guess he also released an update on Haunted Chocolatier, which is the next game that he's working on, that has been in development for a very long time. And his explanation was like, yes, I want to release this at some point. However, my first game is incredibly popular, and I want to make sure I'm still taking care of that. And so the second game might just take a little longer to come out, and that's what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, like, the boundaries...
So is Concerned Ape a full-time dev?
I think so.
Was that what he does?
Yeah.
Is just work on Stardew Valley? That's good. I'm glad it's sustainable enough as an indie game to allow him to be able to do this full-time.
I mean, I would...
That's part of the reason people sell out, right? So they can get a big payout and not have to worry about the money side of things. So.
One of the things that I like that Concerned Ape does, and I don't know how much it's done in Minecraft, but a lot of times he will take some of the most popular mods and put them into the base game in his updates.
Mojang used to do a little more of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't do as much of that now. But definitely early on they did. Oh,
I
this
just
is
like
not
that,
good.
you know, he looks and sees what other people like, and he says, okay, we're gonna do that.
I think it's 35. What are you doing in my head?
How's your shoulder doing?
How is my shoulder? Chat, my shoulder is horrible.
Is it actually?
Ow! Well, when you press it in that location, it's better. Ow, ow, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That hurts. That big hurts. That is big hurt. Not with the big hurt, please.
Why not?
I need slabs. You need to go back to the overworld, I think. Because I got into here. Nah. I don't. Alright.
Can Can I talk a little about how miserable the one interview I had was?
You do whatever you want.
So I had
Yes, boss.
had multiple interviews. There was
I could, but I like my stone slabs.
There was one of them for a manufacturing company that I had applied to. And on the call, the guy just felt very like rushed and hectic, and it didn't feel like he was actually listening to me. So like he had asked about my experience with manufacturing. So I not only explained, my experience working with machinists and manufacturing engineers, but also like my hands-on manufacturing experience. And he was like, well, that's not what you're going to be doing. Do you want a technical role or do you want a project manager role? Like, if you let me finish my thought, I was going to say that, I have experience with this, which helps. But you didn't. You kind of cut me off, and you're making assumptions about me and what I want based on imperfect information. And yeah, I was just like, I do not.
That was the bullet.
Yeah. This was the same place when I asked about travel. He was like, well, he couldn't give me a percentage of time I'd be traveling. He was just like, well, it depends on what you're working on.
Gotta find the right job for you, like, if you can.
Yeah.
Not everybody can. Sometimes people just have to deal with things. But if you can, being able to find the right job for you is super important to being happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, working from home 4 days a week, or 3 days, 4 plus 2.5 days, 3.5. I don't know.
Currently, it's like 3.5 normally.
Like, I don't mind going into an office. It's not like the only reason I even go in at all is because I choose to go in, because I have no reason to go in other than that. There is something about being remote that if you're fully remote, if you're at a fully remote company or in a fully remote position, you do really have to make a concerted effort to, get in calls with, get to know people a little bit. You don't need to know their whole backstory. You're there for work. You don't need to know all their personal life. But it does make things easier when you actually know people and feel comfortable, like, talking to them. That's one of the reasons I go in. It's just...
My manager. Cough, cough.
Yeah.
Maybe put in an effort. Cough, cough.
It is in part about FaceTime, but not FaceTime, I think, in the way people think about it when you see it on, like, LinkedIn or whatever. Like, oh,
it's not FaceTime as in just existing in a space. It's FaceTime as in, like, talking to people, having them get to know you.
Right.
Sort of stuff.
And sometimes FaceTime, like I said, for remote companies, FaceTime can literally just be, like, get on, like, a call with people and just for like 30 minutes and just let people know who you are, because I've had that. I worked at a company that did that every Friday. This is right when COVID started, and they would have these calls every Friday that they called happy hour calls. There was no like adult beverages involved, but you could hop on it and people would just talk about whatever. It kept people connected, which is very easy in a remote environment to lose. It's a trend just in society in general, but got sped up in the last 5 years. And people at work are feeling it.
Stuff like that is part of why I was looking to switch jobs anyway. Is I work somewhere where I don't feel like I've ever actually been integrated into the group and into the culture. And it's been 6 months now. Like, yeah, maybe in 6 months you're not perfectly integrated in, but like there should be some sort of like positive movement in that within 6 months. And
yeah, that's what's really nice about the company we now work for. Is like my very first week, and they did make a point, like the first 2 weeks they wanted people to be in the office for onboarding, and after that you can kind of do whatever. I was able to kind of talk them out of that a little bit for me, but one of the nice things was like my first week, the first week for onboarding, they basically like put you all in like everyone who joins gets in like a similar onboarding group, at least for the first few days, because you have to do your like onboarding training, and it's all like generic corporate stuff for the most part. But it does give people an opportunity, especially like higher ups, to be able to walk around and like meet you. I say higher ups, like one of the first people I met was some of our safety people, and they just walked around to the new hires. I guess they considered it part of their job. They walked around to the new hires and were like, hey, how's it going? Where are you coming from? How you doing? Here's a little bit about our culture. Here's a little bit about who I am. You know, if you need help, if you have questions, reach out to me. Even though like to this day, I don't think I've ever reached out to any of those people for questions. It gives you an introduction to knowing like who they are and that they even exist. Depending on the size of the company, it's very easy just to not know that people exist. You know, so even just having that's really nice.
I don't remember who you interviewed with, but like I interviewed with a lot of like my direct management team.
Mm-hmm.
So I at least know them.
I interviewed with one person who heads the whole software group, and then another person who was on the same team as me.
Okay.
So, but yes, that is super important, especially in interviews, to have people who's gonna be working with whoever you're interviewing be a part of the interview. So, face to face in person, yeah. There's an element to it that's good. That's why I like my preferred environment just in general. This isn't just work, but just in general is probably hybrid.
Oh.
I'm online a lot, but at the same time, it is nice to see people in person. So.
I sat down and she crawled into my lap.
Sorry, I can't really turn because of my arm. I literally like turning this way hurts. Like that hurts right now.
I sat down on the ground and Bailey crawled into my lap and has made herself comfy.
She got a haircut yesterday. You wanna post a picture to Discord?
Thank you. He was so traumatized.
Did you hear what I said?
I said I can.
Okay. I didn't hear your response. So.
Because you never listen to me.
I try. Oh my
Guess
goodness.
that's gonna have to change.
Actually, it doesn't. What did you do? I have no idea what I did to my arm. I just woke up today and I couldn't move my arm. Well, I can move it.
You can move
It hurts to move.
This is not like his arm is paralyzed.
True. It just hurts a lot. I think there's a giant knot in my shoulder. My shoulder blade area. So it just hurts. Be what it is.
Now I have to figure out how and when to tell my management that I'm leaving.
Yo, I'm leaving. Peace out. Just do that.
No, I'll take her. I've only been there 6 months. You know.
Yeah, it's fine.
If we're thinking day of the month, this day, I believe, is 6 months to the day.
Wow.
So,
Can't believe you're saying today's 6 months to the day instead of 15 days to my birthday.
that doesn't matter for what I'm talking about. Not everything is about you.
But what if it was? No. I was trying to argue with Emma earlier that I have a birth month. That she needs to be nice to me the entire month because it's my birth month. I don't think Emma was concerned with that though. Should you catch more of your streams so early on Sunday? think I started like 1 p.m. now. There's a flip side to it as well, where there's definitely people who can't catch these streams as well because of how late it is. But it's hard picking a stream time. So I just kind of pick whatever time works best for me and hope people can make it. Oh yeah, she can have a birth month. I'm fine with that. It's not exclusive to me,
What
the
do
concept.
I get in my birth month then?
Whatever you request. But you've never requested anything in a birth month.
Because I'm not that self-absorbed.
You could be.
But I'm not.
You could be.
But I'm not.
You're allowed to be.
But I'm not.
I'm giving you permission to be self-absorbed right now.
I struggle with that.
Well, unstruggle.
You never did, I feel like, fully agree on what we're doing for your birthday. We probably should.
Have a dance party.
Are we doing it the Sunday after? Or,
Yeah, that works.
Or the Sunday after the game?
I think that works.
I just thought I would check because you said you wanted to think about it.
25th, Breezy, of this month. The 25th, the best day of the month. As some people say, I'm a Christmas baby.
See, I know I was fully wanted. Because my birthday's in March. There's no big events around September.
September? You mean June?
June, sorry. I worry. Shut up. There's no big events around June. You know?
It is the summer though.
Yeah, but what does that matter? People work. This isn't like we're in college and get a 3-month break.
Oh, you're not a teacher.
Yeah.
Matters a lot for teachers. Or your mom's not a teacher.
No.
I mean, you're not a teacher either, but 26. 26, Breezy. Big 2-6. Big 2-6. First full year towards closer to 30.
Can I see your keys? You have the open table account?
I do. I'm the one who normally makes our reservations to restaurants. We haven't been to like a restaurant in a while.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I know. I was just thinking about it. Like we used to go like once a month. I don't think we've been in like 3 or 4 months.
I've been busy.
I mean, we've had time. I just like it just right off my head. I appreciate being called a baby though. Like genuinely, because I think it's very easy, especially being in your mid-20s, to feel old. Especially because people online, I guess, think that people in the mid-20s are old. And it is old from like an esports perspective, but in the grand scheme of life, it's like a little over a quarter of the way through life. You know? Pink.
6:30 good for dinner?
Yeah, I think so. On Thursday the 25th?
Yep.
Yep. I'm a 90s kid.
Okay.
You know it.
I have made the reservation for birthday dinner.
Thank you.
I just figured since you have the account, it would be better to make it on your phone. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Get the points for it. I don't even know what those points do.
I don't know either.
You get points.
I don't
like,
think
what
we've
are
ever
they
used the
for?
points on open table. If I'm
Like,
being
what are they
honest.
for?
I have No idea. Speaking of 90s, did you hear that the Steve from Blue's Clues is making a podcast? It came up in my recommended on YouTube. It's the only reason I know about it.
He randomly sent me this man's YouTube page and I looked at it and like, who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
And why did Brian just send me this?
It's Steve from Blue's Clues.
And then he had to explain who it was, and I was like, oh, okay. This makes a lot more sense. You gave me no context, though.
Did you need context?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need context?
Because I didn't realize it was Steve from Blue's Clues.
Steve!
You know, if you really want someone to share your excitement about that, you should send that to my dad.
True. Yeah, it just popped up on my recommended on YouTube. I'm like, oh boy. Let's go. Immediately subscribed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. Totally random thought, but I do feel like the YouTube channel is going pretty well right now. I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I know it's only been like 2 weeks of actually uploading, but I mean, I've posted like 4 videos in 2 weeks, so feeling pretty good. No, I feel good just like posting stuff. Not every, like, honestly, most of the 2 of the videos have not done particularly well, or 3 of the videos. No, it's been more than 2 weeks, hasn't it? How long has it been? How many videos have I posted? I started posting again 2 weeks ago, on the 23rd of August. So more like 3 weeks ago, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos since then. I feel pretty good about it. So, like I was saying, just the fact that I'm actually posting stuff feels right. Feels right. Feels good, man. PogChamp.
How about we out you on this?
Oh no, what did we out me on? What did I do this time?
How about you tell Chad about what you've been listening to all day?
So Breezy, do you know that Netflix film called, what is it called?
K-pop Demon Hunters?
K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a Netflix movie. Emma made me and her dad watch it.
Made?
You did. You made.
My dad wanted to watch it.
It was your idea.
Okay, because I figured my dad would like it.
And it was actually a good movie.
Yeah.
And now I've been listening to the soundtrack like all day. So. It's pretty fun though. Would you say like one of the Golden or whatever that? Yeah, Golden. It trended #1.
It was like #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for
No.
several weeks, and it was I believe the first K-pop song to hit #1 on that chart.
First K-pop song to hit #1 on the Billboard Top 100.
I think that's what it was. Don't
Could've-
quote me on it, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Also could have been the frequency. Could have been the first to do it in X number of days or something.
No, I think it was just the first to do it.
Fair. Yeah, I had no idea what it was either until Emily like brought it up. Like, hey, you guys want to watch this? Like, sure. And I watched it. I'm like, all right, not bad.
It's better than you think, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not really into K-pop, so it was one of those things. I'm like, am I gonna like this? Am I not gonna like this? I don't know. I liked it. Oh, we don't either. We were just using her parents. We still steal her parents when we can.
I mean, I normally have access to it on my iPad
Yeah, we don't have access on our TV. right? Because you have to be in the same network like within the last 30 days or something.
But we see my parents enough, and then and whenever we go, I log out and log back into their Netflix to reset the 30 days.
Yeah. And like Emma said, we're over there enough. We're over there once a month or more. That it's pretty easy to reset it.
I'll probably be down there every weekend this month. Yeah.
We had a football game last weekend. This weekend's your mom's birthday. Next weekend's another, or the following weekend's another game?
No. Sound of Music.
Oh, a show. And then the following weekend is a game.
Yeah.
Football game.
And then the weekend after that is the game. I didn't realize we had a game in November. We have 2 in October and 1 in November.
Because there was 1 in August, 2 in September, 2 in October, and 1 in November. 6 games.
1 in August, 3 in September. No, sorry. No, 2. You're right.
2. 1, 2, 2, 1, because there's 6 home games.
2, 1.
I actually totally forgot. Thank you, Breezy.
Anniversary in November.
There's an anniversary? What? Whose anniversary? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If we're gonna do something, we should schedule it like now. This weekend.
I was hoping you could potentially wait until after I start.
Oh yeah.
Because I kind of would need to ask for PTO. You know?
Mm. That's true.
I don't really want us to pay for something that I'm not going to be able to.
True, it is. I mean, you'll have at least 10 hours by that point. And you'll have a self-directed holiday.
Yeah, but I need to make sure they're okay with me taking it all.
Oh, true. They should be fine.
So what I'm planning to do is, shortly after starting, go to my manager. This is my proposed time off for the rest of the year. See if I can get a thumbs up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it your birthday that happened shortly before anniversary?
Can you hear Emma at all, Breezy? She's sitting on the floor.
Do I need to yell?
I didn't get you a microphone. Just like get a second mic track going, you know?
I heard the yelling.
Emma was saying, is it your birthday? Luna barking isn't helping, yeah.
No.
Oh, is it fall? Wait. Fall age? Is it really?
Oh. So, here, just read from the ones from today real quick.
That's funny. Emma was texting her dad, or your dad texted you,
Yeah.
and asked if we were coming over on Saturday. And Emma said, "Yeah, anything we need to bring?" And her dad said, "Heels," and then after that said, "Beals." Beals is his nickname for our dog.
Like Beelzebub.
Heels and Beals.
Honestly, him trying to be funny by saying heels isn't something I would have put past him, though. You know? Like, I saw heels and I was like, does he think he's being funny right now? You could see my dad doing that, couldn't you?
Do you need to bring wheels, though? Or steels? Like steel-toe boots?
No, actually, that just means you need to bring your Steelers jerseys.
Oh, you have steel-toe boots, right?
Yeah. So do you.
Yeah, I keep mine at work, though.
I used to keep mine at work, but now I work remotely.
It'll be 7 years next month. That's crazy. 7 years. So we're back in like 2018, right? Right. 240p days. Back in the day. Yeah, that's crazy. 7 years, yeah. Seven years ago, October, November. 240p started in July. Yeah. 240p started in July, I believe. It is weird thinking back at how like little time I actually spent on 240p. Not like I played on the server a lot. Like probably 4 or 5 hours a day or some crazy amount. Just cause I was streaming like 3-4 days a week. It's probably not 3 hours a day. It was probably like 16 hours a week, 17 hours a week. But I was only on that server for like 9 months, 10 months. Cause I left left in May of 2019, so it would have been 10 months. I think it was April or May of 2019. No, it wasn't May, it was April. March or April. Cause the semester wasn't quite over yet. And May is when the semester typically ends. The fact that was 7 years ago too was crazy. So wild to think about. That. Yeah, I appreciate you still being here, Breezy. A lot of people come and go over the years. You know, it's kind of the nature of it. And what I do now is different from what I was doing back then, of course, but yeah, I appreciate you sticking around. People come and go, not just from like a viewer perspective, but from like a friend perspective as well. You know, the friends I had 10 years ago aren't necessarily the friends I have now. Or even people that are still around making content now, you know, so. That's definitely changed a lot over the years. lot of people I knew making content 10 years ago don't make content anymore. It is warm in this room. You alright, Beals? Mom leave? Are you sad? You left me? Okay. It's okay, she's with you now. What'd you say? I'm gonna close my door. Sorry. Can't believe I've been streaming for an hour already. Yeah. It's weird to think about, right? Because I was in the group for a combined 8 years out of my almost 11 years on making content. So it definitely felt weird, but it's definitely the right decision. I am primarily focusing on this world. This world has long been neglected. But it's a pretty good world, so I don't want to, I don't want to let it go to waste. For the last couple of years, we haven't been able to hit my goals for this world because I've been focusing so much on Afterlife and other things that I think it's about time that I give this world a little more focus. So. Ooh. Not really. Breezy, I would say. But it's not something I want to go too far into, but yeah, not really. Let's do that. I think this goes in here. What I do need to do is probably this. And let me see if I can get a couple more shulker boxes. I think we do need to go repair. Let me grab you, actually. If we're gonna go actually repair my pickaxe, we should take these out and put them in here. Cup of water. Thank you. Murder Spagurter, how's it going? Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm gonna go back up this way now. And actually, we need to finish recording and do. Oh my gosh. 35. Nether 2, 2025, 0910. I think for the pizza roll as well, Breezy. Doing great. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Yeah, I've been debating what I want to do about streams. That's my other beacon. Go this way. What I mean by that is I want to still keep the Sunday streams, but if I want to add on another day, like a Wednesday stream, that's kind of why I picked Wednesday, to be honest. Do like a Sunday. I used to do like a Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday schedule back in the day. I don't think I'd pick up Saturdays again because we do so much on Saturdays as it is. But Sundays are pretty easy for me to, generally pretty easy for me to do stuff in. So, on. Oh, over 5 years, GG. Appreciate the follow, H. I'm old, I know. Been around for a while. Yeah, I think it'd be nice if I'm playing in this world a little bit more. You know, I don't have any other obligations anymore. Not really. A lot of our big stuff has gone away. I think it'd be nice to stream a little bit more. My plan is this, right? At least a stream a week. We'll keep that on Sundays. Again, I'm debating a second stream. And then I'm aiming for a video a week. Aiming for. We're not there yet. We have been the last couple of weeks, but in general, we're not quite there yet. If 5 years ago would have been... Oh, that would have been like, what, August 2020? August 2020? That was around the time I probably started my season 1 of Survival Heights. This is season 2 of the hardcore world that we're on now, which I've had for over 4 years. About 4.5, actually over 4.5 now. In September. I started this world in February of 2021. And after like 3 or 4 years, we're finally going to be building this castle soonish. I keep saying soonish. I've got other things in the pipeline before we get there. If any of you have seen stuff on my YouTube channel, there's some things in the pipeline before then. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do? I didn't need to come out of the Nether. I want to go do some villager trading, I think. Let's go do that. Where'd Emma go? She left me. No, I don't know. It was too warm in this room, I think. My office gets really hot. Like, really hot. Trade some melons. I have so many emeralds, I don't even know what to do with them though. You late in the day or is it just not time yet? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Breeze. I appreciate that. It's my PC probably. For being real here. And this room, like, I even have the fan on, and this room gets really warm. Just because it's a big fan of me. But I am a furnace. That works too. Part of it is how warm we keep the house, though. Emma likes it at a nice, cool 75. It is, our house is a little bit weird because we have a split level. So like the thermostat's on the upper level so it always sets it to the right temp for the upper level. But because I don't know, separation. This house is very well insulated. Weirdly, the bottom level is like a consistent 5, 6, 7 degrees cooler, consistently. Even during like the summer, it was a good bit cooler. So you'd be sweating. Yeah, it was a little weird for me to get used to at first, but I've managed. Occasionally I'll be like, yeah, I gotta turn this down, but the good thing is at night I generally don't have to sleep with a blanket over me or a comforter or a sheet or anything. I still do, but I don't really need it. Keep the AC on like 65 and I have a fan. So funny enough, we keep the temp at 75, but we still keep a fan on at night. Which is also why I don't really need a sheet normally. Sometimes the fan will get turned off, because by the time we wake up in the morning, it gets kind of cold. But I do like having the fan on. Alright, our pickaxe is repaired enough, I think. Can head back now. What's up, Duke? How you doing? Me. I never picked up the ender chest. I'll grab my ender chest before I go any further. I'm gonna grab one from up here, I think. That, yeah. Ain't good enough. It's good, we're doing good. Working the nether, I'll show you what we've been up to. We go, now that I have this on me. Grab some more fireworks. Go over this way. Working on the wither skeleton farm over here, the wither skeleton perimeter that I've been working on for like 2 years. It's up here somewhere. Over here. The South LA, so it's pretty hot in the summer. Louisiana, right? Louisiana. So it's pretty hot in the summer. It's cooled off the last week or two, and it's mid 80s. It's been 90s with a feel of hundreds. Oh. It got really warm either last weekend or so yeah, 2 weekends ago I got sunburnt. That was a fun experience. Because in the following week I peeled. Yay. First time I peeled in like, I don't know, years. So that was definitely a fun experience. It was really warm that day. Last weekend it was pretty warm as well, but then it cooled off, so. Oh, I didn't put the... It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I just blanked. I am pretty pasty, yeah. That. Hey, Lonely Blunt, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah. So this is the wither skeleton farm. Get a quick look around. Those who haven't seen it in a while. So most of the Nether Fortress is gone now. We've got the legs underneath of this part that I might want to get rid of. We're gonna keep this platform here. It's kind of my Wither skeleton spawning platform. But apart from that, like you can see where all this stone is right here. It's where legs of the Nether Fortress used to be. Oh boy. Go away. Thank you. You can see where the legs of the Nether Fortress used to be. So we've cleared all this out. We're on this little bit. I'm going to keep the blaze spawner because I'm going to turn that Wither skeleton farm. This is my plan anyways. I'm going to turn that Wither skeleton farm into... or it's a Wither skeleton blaze and skeleton farm right now. I'm going to turn it just into a Wither skeleton farm with Wither roses. Because I'm tired of having to deal with the skeletons and the blazes. So here's the plan. The plan for this entire area, and the reason that I'm mining everything out, is we're gonna create the biggest nether perimeter, not the biggest nether perimeter, but the biggest nether perimeter I've ever made. Not that you've ever seen though. So I'm slowly but surely, and this has been a plan for like the last year and a half at least, digging out this whole area by hand. So fun. Nether perimeter, typically, most people will use a flying machine to clear everything out. I'm gonna clear it out all by hand. There's markings somewhere. Can't really see it with the fog, but there's a marking right there. You can see where one edge of the perimeter is gonna be. From here all the way over there on the other side of that. The Wither skeleton farm is the center of the perimeter. So that's where we're getting rid of all this stuff. It's a long project. It's something that I plan on working on here and there. The reason I chose this particular biome and this particular nether fortress though is because of the lava that's already here. It makes it easy while we're digging this out to get a Wither skeleton farm up and running that's fairly efficient. Because of the lack of mob spawnability that's in this area. I guess you have the striders, but other than that, keeping everything slabbed. I could have just slabbed the whole fortress, and I did at first, and I've been getting rid of it. I want to make this a void area. I want to dig all the way down the bedrock, and then we're going to make a design for the perimeter, for the walls, and go ham. We're going to have the Wither skeleton farm over there, and I'm going to keep the blaze farm, I think, over here. Use the blaze spawner, make an actual blaze farm. I've been really into making custom farms. That's where like the YouTube video of the chicken and egg farm came from, because I was trying to make my own farm. First was seeing what else was out there and then made my own farm. Last night I started working on a moss farm, just kind of understanding the mechanics of it. How does it work? What are the parts of the farm that you need to make? Taking a tutorial, building one from a tutorial, and then seeing what of it do I like, what of it don't I like, and then trying to modify it for whatever I need it to do. So yeah, this has been a dream of mine, Duke, for a long time, is to make a nether perimeter. A lot of big hardcore creators have made nether perimeters. When I was on 240p back in the day as well, perimeters were a huge thing. I helped with one of them, I think. Grimly had one. He was working on. I think I may or may not have broken his flying machine, but back when Grimly played Minecraft back in the day. I actually don't even know if he streams anymore. For a while, I think he did. He might still stream. One of the big issues for me knowing who's still around and who isn't is because my only time to really hop on streams normally is in the evening. And so a lot of people stream during the day. Grimly used to stream at like, I remember him streaming at really crazy times, but it's just how he did things. He used to stream from, I think it was 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. pretty much every day, or like 5 or 6 days a week. Which was a crazy schedule. But that. Grimmaster Slab always works out fun, unique ways to design farms. If you're doing the same, then that's the best way to learn mechanics. I'm at least just trying to figure out how the mechanics work. It's frustrating not knowing how farms work. You know, for the longest time, I just kind of made a tutorial. Ooh, oh, let's not do that. For the longest time, I kind of just went off the tutorial. I didn't really look too far into how the mechanics work, and I'm kind of tired of that, so... One of the most, a lot of you guys know this by now, but one of the most popular farms I've made, YouTube-wise, is one I made by myself as well. And that was the Guardian farm I have in this world. That one's got that one always gets a lot of attention for whatever reason. Yeah. So... There's definitely an interest out there for custom designs because everyone sees the same farms over and over and over again. And so if you can make something that's a little unique for your particular situation, then, you know, that's what I'm trying to go for. And bonus, it gets me to understand the mechanics of what I'm doing. I think that's what I did with the Ocean Monument build, or the Guardian farm that's in the Ocean Monument. I wanted to understand how things worked because I wanted a particular, I don't think I could find a particular kind of design that fit inside of an ocean monument. Normally they just tell you to clear out the ocean monument itself and then build the farm. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to find a design or make a design that fit my aesthetic. So... Who's focusing on YouTube content? Grimly? When did Grimly move to YouTube? Man, that's the way to go. Gotta get going on YouTube first. Grimly? I didn't realize he was doing YouTube stuff. I haven't talked to Grimly in a long time. Honestly, a lot of people, I think over the years, I don't know. Kind of lose touch with people, so. I don't know if you saw, Duke, but I changed my tag on Discord because the Etho fan Discord got a tag, so I changed it from the Minecraft tag to the Etho tag. Slab. That's what they made it. It's cool. I wonder if Grimly still has the same YouTube channel that he had years ago. It was an easy one for me. Not that I dislike Minecraft, it's just Etho is Etho. You know, he's my favorite creator of all time, so. I may have to look it up later. I can't find Grimly's channel right now. YouTube. Maybe I can find it through his Twitch. Because his Twitch should just be Grimly still. There we go. It is Grimly. Why couldn't I find it? He's doing YouTube stuff. Good on him. Says he's still live on Twitch every week. Man, you're really putting in the work on YouTube though. Holy. Very nice. Yeah, I got it. It's just at Grimly. I don't know why I couldn't find it. His YouTube channel. It's got him though. So I was doing some Bioshock stuff, some Satisfactory for a bit. Very cool though. YouTube's the game, you know. If you get it right, you know, YouTube's the place you're gonna grow. But you know, it can be difficult. Mostly because you need to really find your niche on YouTube and be consistent about it. So I know what my niche is, you know, just have to lean in harder on it. So oh, we got married, nice. Congrats. Congrats to Grimly. YouTube is way easier for that, yeah. You can kind of do things on your own time. Not everybody has, you know, a consistent 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or whatever it is to be streaming. So, or even 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. I don't know if he ever finished his degree either. He was getting a degree in computer science, I believe. Which, despite what people might tell you, is still a great degree to get. I know the job market's a bit rough, but comp sci majors have had it really easy for a long time. So anything that's worse than how it was is going to be seen as difficult. When in reality, it's still, compared to a lot of things, easier to get a job with a computer science degree. Tech industry's taken a bit of a hit, but maybe don't look in the tech industry. A lot of companies out there need software engineers for various things. It may not be exactly what you want. It's not gonna have the pay that Meta and Google and Microsoft and Apple and all of them, Amazon, whatever, give, but you can definitely still find a job with a computer science degree. So just may need to be willing to relocate. We were talking about it a little earlier in the stream, just everyone, like, just the amount of in-office, kind of, I mean, we didn't really touch on it, just the amount of in-office stuff that, you know, it's 2025 now. A lot of companies want you to go into back into the office, for better or for worse, so. So many of us restructured our lives for a number of years to be remote, that now that jobs are back in person, it's difficult to uproot yourself from how things were and change. Mostly because people like how things were. I like how things were, but times do a change. I mentioned earlier that I mostly work from home, so I still live close enough to the office to go in when I need to, but for the most part I work from home, which is nice. So, magma cube. Yes? Okay, we're good. I think blazes are gonna spawn. Oh, they already have. How do you, disable a blaze spawner? I think that's what I'm gonna need to do. Eventually. Alright, let's finish this recording. I need some stone brick. I do have netherrack on me, or nether bricks on me if I wanted to use them. I don't know. I feel a little weird about using nether brick. I could use netherrack. That would be easy to get. It's just some over here. Ooh. That's a spicy hole. Do not want that. That should probably be enough. I did spam it with torches, but it seems like that's not really working. There's a way to be able to disable it, like filling in the area. I forget what it is, unless the mechanics have changed. They may have. Oh, it's not lit up down there. That's probably why. Hold on. Let's see. You need to really light it up, yeah. You must increase the light level around it to level 12 or higher. You can completely fill the surrounding 9x9 area, 4 blocks out in all directions and 2 blocks deep, with solid blocks to prevent spawns from occurring. That's what I remember. It's a 9x9 area, 4 blocks out in all directions, 2 blocks deep. So I'll just do 3, like up and down, 1, and then 9 across, 9. 9 on the X and Y and 3 on the Z. I'll do that. I think it's pretty much... Oh, it's on the sides there. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Hello, friend. That hurt. That's really mean of you. Please don't ever do that again. How? It's rude. We're gonna do this. Just make my life a little bit easier. In case I fall in. Where do they shoot me? So we've got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the middle. And do that. 1, 2, 3. Hello, friend. Please go away. Thank you. So we can do this. We'll do this. So 4 goes all the way out to here. Don't you do that. That's just rude, dude. Need a new bow soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 3. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Uh-huh. And we'll place torches all on top of this as well, just to make me feel better. We'll do this just so I know where the center is. This should allow us to disable it. You bet. Come here. Whoop. One, two, whoop. Let's do that. At least fill that in. So we need to do one below, I think. See if any blaze spawn here. There, all that's filled in. Four across, 4 this way, 4 that way, 4 that way. Oh, thank you. See, that does a trick. I at least filled 2 blocks in most places. Or 2 blocks deep. But that should get rid of it. Okay. Do that. We'll get some more. Another rack. Okay. Did not see that guy coming. Go. That might be enough. That's definitely enough. I guess I'll keep some of this netherrack where it already is. Stuff at the center that we'll need replaced at some point. It's gonna leave the 2 deep, but I mean, we're already down here. I didn't think there was gonna be an easy way for me to fill all this in, so. But now there is. Easy enough. Around the edge. It's been a long time since I made a blaze farm. I think I made one in like my first single player world. Like my very first world. I don't think I've made one since then. I think in that one I used, what was it called? I think Etho had a blaze farm that I used that worked okay. I think they're one of the few, if not only tutorial he's ever really done of a farm. He did his Eats Road stuff, Boat Road stuff back in the day, but well, I'm thinking about it. Do that. And I want to grab a potion. Gonna probably need to brew. Another thing I need in this world is an auto potion brewing area. I haven't thought too much about that, Breezy. It would need to be amplified. It would either be an amplified, like, quote-unquote forever world, long-term world, or it would be an amplified hardcore world. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go and just do amplified. I don't know. I really like amplified hardcore. I don't know. There's just something about it. I was really concerned when I first started the season 1 of this world, but I really like it. So there's a good chance I would do another amplified hardcore. There's an outside chance I would do just an amplified world. But no matter what, amplified. I was talking a little bit earlier about my niche. My niche is amplified for sure. A lot of people who have watched what I do over the years have come here for the amplified content. So, and it's my preference when it comes to world gen types. So kind of a win-win. I feel like I got an in into the niche that I wanted. What was that? Hold on. Those are really odd. Maybe it was a song? I don't know. Never heard that before though. There's a weird beeping sound. I haven't heard it again. There's a really weird beeping sound. Not quite like a smoke alarm, but it kind of sounded like an alarm. I don't know. If I hear it again, I'll stop. Maybe it was someone in the song that I just didn't remember being there. I don't know. Anyways. Yes, the heights scare a lot of people. So the biggest problem with Amplified as a terrain gen option is that most people's computers can't handle it. That's long been the major criticism of Amplified. It's just that most people's computers can't run it. I was wondering if the beeping sound was coming from my computer, but I don't know. The name for this world is called Survival Heights, and didn't hear in the song. Yeah, something. I don't know what it is, but there's something was beeping. Thank you for checking though, Breezy. Okay. BRB sounds good. The reason this world is called Survival Heights is because I basically combined survival from hardcore, right? The point of hardcore is to survive, so survival. And the heights part is amplified. So instead of saying hardcore amplified, I just said survival heights. I like making fun names for my worlds. I've had White's Wondrous Minecraft World, White's World, Fire's Frontier, Survival Experience, and now Survival Heights. Fire's Frontier is probably by far my favorite name. That was a great name for a world. I really liked the concept. I love the concept of Survival Heights. I think it fits perfectly for what I'm doing here. Survival Experience was probably it was the most interesting take on the name of a world I think that I've had, mostly because I was able to morph it into different variations. So I had the Survival Experience, the series on YouTube. I then had the Twitch experience. That's when I started streaming on Twitch again in 2017. That was streaming from my Survival Experience world, so I call it the Twitch experience, which I still really like to this day. I think that's a great name. I don't know if I could do something similar like that for Survival Heights, though. Just end up calling it Amplified Hardcore. My title has like 4+ year world or whatever, because it's, you know, it's true, and it's also a thing that, you know, gets people interested. Like, ooh, 4 years, you know. But I do love the fun names. I'm glad you like them, Duke. It's not always, you know, conducive for videos that are gonna perform well, but I do still try to pick names though that could help me in YouTube search or in, you know, different YouTube algorithms, keyword wise. Because I try to, don't always, but I do try to. That's the fun in it. Gotta keep it fun. None of us are here making a living from this, so it's not like there's a job that has to be done. There's fun that has to be had more than anything. And if you're not having fun, move on. Or find something new. And I say move on, doesn't mean like quit making content, but like, you know, find something new to do. If you're really not having fun with it. I don't think a unlike I think a lot of people, even some advice I've given in the past, have said, I don't think fun is necessarily a prerequisite for being successful in anything, but content in particular. You don't have to have fun to be successful. You just have to have the right tools and the right knowledge to be successful. You don't, and get lucky. There's an element of luck to it anyways. Ow. Is that magma cube really reaching all the way over here? That's crazy. What was I saying? Right, fun. You don't have to have fun to make content and to be successful at it. You should. Ow. Because you're gonna enjoy your time more doing what you're doing, but you don't have to. You just have to be good at it. And to be good at it, have a little bit of luck. So, I still would recommend that people have fun with it. Especially if you're just doing it as a hobby, you know. It's one of those things that, you know, you don't, like I was saying, you want to have fun with the things you're spending time on. If you're just doing this as a hobby, you know, not having fun with it, why do it? Why not go find another hobby? Too many people, I think, look at this as a business. It is a business and it isn't. Same with Twitch. You know, I'm on Twitch right now, so there's that, right? But same thing goes for any kind of content. Beautiful. Get out of here. Thank you. We are on the last bit of fortress, y'all. We'll officially be done tearing down this fortress today. It's weird to think about because I've been kind of working on this off and on for a while. This is what happens when you really set your mind to something. You spend that time in a world, on a thing. You don't have to be the best at it. Just gotta spend a lot of time on it. This goes back to you want to make sure you're having fun on things you're spending a lot of time on, so. People definitely see this as a business. I always try not to. Occasionally I'll catch myself looking at analytics too much or something. Need to get back to the days of just having fun with friends is the success for me. Oh, trust me, I love the analytics part of it though as well. I was watching the analytics on some of the shorts that I made. One which did really, really well. But they're certainly not everything. I think it's just fun to look at them, to be quite honest with you. In particular, it's like, it's not even necessarily, oh, you get this many views. It's like, if you think of a view as a person, even if it's a person who clicked on your video for like 2 seconds, that's, you know, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, well, one of my shorts, 10,000 people who, with shorts, they didn't necessarily click on it, could have just popped up in their feed. But there's a part about shorts, I don't know if you know this difference, Duke, but there's views, and then there's engaged views. Engaged views is typically people who've like actually clicked on your short. The engaged views are like even more interesting to look at. And it's like X number of people clicked on my video and watched it. Like, that's crazy. Welcome back, Breezy, by the way. And especially early on in my YouTube career, that's, I think, the thing that keeps you externally motivated if you're not always internally motivated to do things. Okay, yeah, you know, 20 people clicked on it, and that's not as much as the 30 or whatever that clicked on somebody else's video. That's still 20 people who clicked on it. And even if they only watched a minute of it, they chose, for whatever reason, to spend 10, 20, 30 minutes on streams. A lot of times it's like, okay, I'm streaming to 5 people, 10 people, whatever it is. Some people it's literally 1 person or 2 people. If you have people there who are spending, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours in your stream, that's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours that they're spending in your stream that they could be spending somewhere else doing something else, but they chose to spend time with you. I think that's like the cool part about it. So when I look at analytics, what I'm looking at is, yeah, certain things you want to know what things do well and what things don't do well, so you know how to improve. But ultimately, I'm looking at analytics, looking at, wow, you know, 100 people clicked on this video. That's 100 individual people. What was even crazier to me, especially when I was in high school, was, I think in high school, my YouTube channel hit like 2,000 towards the end of it. 2,000 subscribers, something like that. There was a point towards the end of high school where there were more people subscribed to my YouTube channel than there were students in the high school. Think about it that way, right? Like, oh my gosh. My high school felt like, it wasn't a big high school, but it felt big. There's a lot of people. Now, not everybody who subscribes is watching all your content. Not everybody who subscribes has watched more than one video, you know, or like 5 minutes of one video. But that's still X number of people who saw something that you did, were like, yeah, I like that, and clicked on it. And then clicked subscribe. So that's the mindset. We were talking about like trying not to look at analytics too much, Duke. That's the mindset that I think is particularly powerful to have, is looking at it from that vantage point. 100 people decided that they wanted to click on this video and watch it. Even videos that are 10 out of 10s, which means that they're performing the worst out of your last 10 videos on YouTube. Let's say 10 people watch it. You know, I have a video right now that is 10 out of 10 with about 42 views according to YouTube analytics. That's still 42 people who decided to click on it. That's crazy. So, I don't know. I think that that's a much healthier mindset to have. I do agree with don't look at analytics all the time. If you're going to look at analytics and either things aren't going well or things are going too well and it gives you too much of an ego boost. Because that can happen too, right? If things are going too well, you're like, oh, look at me. This video is doing really well. Trying to kind of keep it even keel. I put things out into the world because I want people to watch it. They may not always watch it, but if even a few people watch it and I'm enjoying, and that's where the important part about enjoying what you do comes into play. You know, doesn't really matter what other people are watching if you like what you're doing. It becomes more important if that other people watching if you don't enjoy what you're doing. So I don't stream because I expect many people are going to watch. I stream because I want to play the game. And if some people join and talk, that's even better. Anyways, that's just my mindset on it. Is it healthy? Is it not? You can decide, but it's 4. Just enjoying the process of creating as well, right? Like, I've never had anything else in my life quite like creating content. Every time I hop on here to do something, whether it's a stream or I'm building I've been in my creative world. I'll show you guys around a little bit. But I've been experimenting with things, and here's just the idea of there's a moss farm I made from a tutorial over here, which does work. I was trying different ideas for moss farms here. Was learning about these comparator delayed signals. Basically, send power to it. If you pulse it, it like delays the signal loss, for instance. Or like here's a pretty simple. This is a comparator in subtract mode. Pretty simple clock, right? That stuff's really fun, and I get to do this. Every time I hop on this game, I'm doing something productive. Even if I don't realize it, I'm making progress in a world. Very few other things in my life am I like constantly making. This is why they made the tutorial, by the way, for the chicken farm. Very few other things in my life, put this on, are like this. This is the chicken farm I ended up building for the tutorial, but where I'm constantly being productive even when I'm not trying to be productive. I just hop on and I'm doing something positive. This is the moss farm. Works pretty well. Eventually we'll have something like this in the single player world. This is a really good idea for a moss farm right here. Because honestly, I might end up just using this moss farm. Or tweaking it a little bit. Because I'm like, do I really like this design with the redstone here? Do I want to try a different method? You can put this, like over here, I have it on top. I could move this up one. Have this on this side. Just try some different things. But in very few other, instances, can I say I hopped onto something and was super productive that day. But Minecraft and creating content, I can. So, I'll hop off my soapbox now, but that's how I feel about content. And how I feel about the fact that we cleared out this entire fortress now. Oh, you know what? We haven't done the legs here. We will need to do that. So that's what I think makes this especially fun though. I need to get some glass here because this broke at some point. I think a gas shot a fireball. Fireball. Bum, 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 bum. Which reminds me, I am going to need to get more with the skeleton skulls if I'm going to be able to... If I'm going to be able to make a wither rose farm, then... Yep. So I'm not starting on this stuff yet, is I think we're going to wrap up there for tonight. It's about 9 o'clock now-ish. 8:54 for me. So, got a few things to do before bed. But, it's been a fun one, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. You already know this. I won't put it in the chat, but if you guys are interested in the other things I do, same name on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, things like that. If you guys want to run the commands, you're more than welcome to. But I'm excited. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, my plan is to do a video a week. We might end up doing 2 streams a week. We're gonna keep the Sunday streams for sure. I'll make it a point if I miss Sunday streams to have these Wednesday streams as well. But I was saying earlier in the stream, I might end up streaming twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, if I can get a consistent Wednesday time. So and definitely Discord, if you guys are new or just don't know, Discord's the place to be to keep up with things. That's where I post updates. It's where I ping people. That's where the discussions are. I've made a couple of edits to the Discord already. There's going to be more edits coming. I want to make it a more structured place. So. Need to update that? Need to update what? The Discord's still the same. Should be, right? Both of those links go to my Discord. I'm making some updates in the Discord with channels and stuff, moving them around, but the link should still be the same. I already removed the Afterlife Discord link. So, but yeah, I should do this. But yeah, it's been a good one, folks. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I appreciate you all. I will be back. I will probably be back Sunday. If I'm not back Sunday, again, we'll do another Wednesday stream next week. I'll let y'all know. Like I said, I'm trying to do at least a stream a week and do a video a week. So it's 2 links because some people were saying that the bit.ly link doesn't work like years ago. So I put the raw discord.gg link on there. That's why there's 2 links. Both of them go to the same Discord. So, yep. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you soon enough. Tune in to Discord for any updates. So, I'll see you soon enough. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being here. Bye.